let's dive into a real classic today.
Okay, sounds good.
Think and Grow Rich
Oh, yeah.
by Napoleon Hill.
Love that book.
It's been kind of a cornerstone of personal development
Yeah.
for decades now,
Mm-hmm.
and for good reason.
Yeah.
What I think is so fascinating about it
Mm.
is that
What is it?
it's not just some like theoretical mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Hill actually spent over 20 years
Oh, wow.
backing over 500
That's a lot of people.
of the wealthiest people
Wow.
of his time,
Mm-hmm.
like Andrew Carnegie,
Oh, wow.
to really understand
Yeah.
what made them tick.
Yeah, it's like he got a master class
Yeah.
in success
Yeah.
from some of the most accomplished
Totally.
individuals in history.
Yeah.
And you know what's even more intriguing
What's that?
is that Hill claims there's like a secret to success
Oh.
hidden within the pages of his book.
Ooh, secret.
Yeah.
Sounds a little
I know, right?
gimmicky.
It does, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Hill doesn't present this secret as some magical formula.
Gotcha.
Instead, it's more about a mindset,
Okay.
a combination of principles working together that anyone can tap into
Okay.
if they're truly committed.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about it this way.
Okay.
Thomas Edison
Mm-hmm.
only had 3 months
Wow.
of formal schooling,
Yeah.
but he became like a world-renowned inventor.
Right.
Hill argues that that's because Edison had unlocked this secret,
I see.
you know?
So to understand this secret,
Yeah.
we need to start with the foundation,
Okay.
which is a burning desire.
Yes.
Hill emphasizes
Mm-hmm.
that this burning desire is the starting point
Sure.
of all achievement.
Yeah.
It's not just about wanting something.
Right.
It's about having this
Mm-hmm.
intense, all-consuming passion
Yes.
that drives you forward.
Right.
Like, he tells this story
Oh, yeah.
about Edwin Barnes,
Mhm.
who was so determined to work with Edison.
With him.
With him.
Not for him.
Yeah, not just for him.
Right.
That he visualized himself
Wow.
as Edison's partner
Yeah.
from day one.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Even though he started by doing like menial tasks
Yeah.
for 5 years,
Wow.
Barnes never wavered in his belief
Mm-hmm.
that he would achieve his goal.
It's a testament to the power of persistence
Yeah.
and unwavering faith in your
Yeah.
vision.
Totally.
And eventually, opportunity presented itself.
Of course.
And Barnes was able to turn that burning desire into reality,
I love that.
becoming Edison's business partner.
So it's not just about
Yeah.
wanting something badly.
Yeah.
It's about being crystal clear
Yes.
about what you want.
Absolutely. Vague wishes or daydreams, they
Mhm.
just kind of float around aimlessly.
Yeah.
But a clearly defined desire,
Yeah.
fueled by that burning passion,
Uh-huh.
sets things in motion. Almost like setting a GPS destination
Well, I like
that guides your every action.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can't
Yeah.
forget the power
Right.
of imagination.
Yeah.
Hill talks about becoming a practical dreamer,
Yes.
someone who can take those dreams
Mm-hmm.
and make them a reality
Right.
using their imagination.
And he differentiates between 2 types of imagination.
Okay.
So there's synthetic imagination, which
Mhm.
is all about rearranging existing
Okay.
concepts and ideas.
Gotcha.
This is crucial for things like
Yeah.
problem solving and planning.
Makes sense.
But then there's creative imagination.
Okay.
This is where things get really interesting.
All right.
It's about tapping into a source of brand new ideas,
Oh, wow.
coming up with something truly innovative.
Yeah. So success isn't just about having knowledge.
No.
It's about using your imagination to apply that knowledge
Yes,
in new and exciting ways.
absolutely.
It's about being resourceful
Mm-hmm.
and inventive.
Yeah.
But Hill also cautions us
He does.
that knowledge itself
Right.
isn't power.
It's only potential power.
Okay.
It's like having a toolbox full of tools,
Yeah.
but not knowing how to use them.
Right.
Knowledge needs to be organized
Okay.
and directed through practical plans of action
Mm-hmm.
to achieve real results.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He uses this great example of a salesman
Oh, yeah.
who lost his job during the Depression.
Okay.
Instead of panicking,
Uh-huh.
he took his bookkeeping skills and turned them into a successful accounting business.
Wow.
He saw an opportunity,
Yeah.
used his existing knowledge,
Right.
and created a solution.
That's a perfect illustration
It is.
of turning potential power
Yeah,
into actual power.
absolutely.
It's about being proactive and
Mhm.
resourceful.
Yeah,
Finding ways to use what,
right.
to solve problems
Yeah,
and create value.
for sure.
Now, speaking of using knowledge effectively,
Oh,
Hill introduces this fascinating principle
Okay.
called the mastermind.
Oh, yeah, the masterminds.
He believes that collaborating with others,
Mm-hmm.
forming a kind of mastermind group,
Yes.
can drastically increase your chances of success.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
2 heads are better than 1.
Right.
Now imagine having a group of brilliant minds
Wow.
working together towards a common goal.
That's powerful.
That's the essence of the mastermind principle.
Hill actually attributes Andrew Carnegie's massive fortune
Really?
to his mastermind group,
Wow.
which was made up of 50 experts.
50 in various fields.
That's like having a brain trust on speed dial.
It is. It's the power of synergy.
Yes.
Bringing together diverse perspectives and knowledge to create something much greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah. Hill even suggests that geniuses
Mm-hmm.
and great leaders throughout history
Yeah.
have benefited from this principle.
I see. Tapping into a kind of collective intelligence.
Now, that's a powerful concept.
It is a powerful concept.
But Hill also explores another
Okay.
intriguing principle.
What's that?
That's a bit more,
Okay.
shall we say, unconventional.
All right.
The transmutation of sex energy.
Okay, this is a topic
Yeah.
that requires some nuance
For sure.
and careful consideration.
Absolutely.
Hill isn't advocating for suppressing
Right.
or denying sexual desire.
Right.
Instead, he proposes that this powerful energy can be redirected
Okay.
and channeled towards achieving goals,
Okay.
fueling creativity, driving ambition.
So it's like taking that raw energy
Yes.
and transforming it into a force for good.
Exactly.
Source of inspiration
Right.
and motivation.
And he also points out that even those who have achieved great wealth and success
Mm-hmm.
are still driven by love and romance. The memory of a loved one, the desire for connection.
Yeah.
These can be powerful motivators.
That's so interesting.
The creative effort.
So even the most ambitious entrepreneurs
Yes.
are driven by matters of the heart.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating how Hill ties
It is.
these seemingly disparate concepts together.
Yeah.
And speaking of powerful forces,
Okay.
he also delves into the fascinating world
Okay.
of the subconscious mind.
The subconscious mind.
He
Yes.
describes the subconscious mind as this incredible tool
Yes.
for turning desires into reality.
Right.
But it operates on
Yeah.
the dominant thoughts and beliefs that we feed it,
Right.
especially those mixed with strong emotions,
Yeah.
like faith.
It's like our subconscious is a garden,
Okay.
and whatever seeds we plant,
Mm-hmm.
whether they're positive or negative,
Yeah.
will take root and grow.
I like that.
There's
So it's about taking control
Yes.
of our mental landscape,
Absolutely.
cultivating a mindset
Uh-huh.
that's aligned with our goals
Right.
and aspirations.
For sure.
But Hill doesn't stop there.
He doesn't.
He takes us even deeper
Okay.
into the realm of human potential
All right.
with his concept of the sixth sense.
Your sixth sense.
He describes this sixth sense as the highest faculty,
Okay.
a connection to a source of infinite intelligence
Okay.
that allows us to tap into intuition,
Uh-huh.
inspiration,
Right.
those aha
Yeah,
moments
I love the...
that lead to breakthroughs.
Yeah. But it's not some magical power that
Yeah.
appears out of thin air.
Right.
Hill actually believes it's the culmination of mastering all the previous principles we've been discussing.
He even shares his personal experience
Yeah?
with what he calls his invisible counselors,
Wow.
an imaginary council of great minds
Wow.
that he consulted with nightly
He did.
to refine his character and access wisdom.
Now, I know that might sound a bit mystical at first.
Yeah, it does.
But what Hill is really talking about is training your mind to be receptive to ideas and solutions that come from beyond your conscious awareness.
Right.
It's about learning to trust your intuition,
Yeah.
those gut feelings that often lead to unexpected breakthroughs.
It's like that moment when a solution to a problem
Yeah,
just pops into your head,
Right.
seemingly out of nowhere.
but it's not magic.
No.
It's the result of all the work you've put in
Yeah.
to developing your mind
Right.
and aligning it with your goals.
That makes sense.
And that brings us to the next phase of our deep dive.
Okay.
Now that we laid the foundation with Hill's 13 principles for success,
Right.
it's time to tackle those pesky fears that often stand in our way.
Let's do it.
All right, right.
So we've explored these
Yeah.
powerful principles for success,
Mm-hmm.
but let's be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes fear can creep in
They,
and sabotage
uh-huh.
our efforts.
Yeah.
It's like these invisible barriers
Mhm.
holding us back from reaching our full
Yeah.
potential.
That's where Hill's insights on fear become incredibly valuable.
Okay.
He identifies these 7 basic fears
Mm-hmm.
that are like roadblocks
Okay.
on the path to success.
Gotcha.
And the first one, the
Yeah.
one that resonates with almost everyone, is the fear of poverty.
Yeah. I think we've all felt that fear
Oh, yeah,
at some point in our lives.
for sure.
That worry about financial insecurity.
Absolutely.
But Hill doesn't just acknowledge the fear.
No,
He digs deeper,
he does.
exploring its symptoms
Mhm.
and offering guidance on how to combat it.
He points out that this fear can manifest in
Okay.
different ways.
Okay.
Indifference, indecision,
Mm-hmm.
doubt, worry over caution.
Yeah.
And these can lead to
Things like
negative behaviors,
Like what?
like impulsive spending or neglecting your appearance.
Oh, wow.
It becomes a vicious cycle.
So it's not just about being afraid of being broke. It's
Uh,
about all the negative thought patterns
right.
and actions that stem from that fear.
Exactly. And Hill argues that a powerful antidote to this fear
Okay.
is recognizing the abundance of opportunities that exist,
Mhm.
especially in a free market system
Right.
like in America.
Okay.
There are countless avenues for
Mhm.
creating wealth and achieving financial security.
It's like he's saying, open your eyes.
Open your
There's
eyes.
so much potential all around you.
Whoa.
Don't let fear blind you to the possibilities.
And he also reminds us that organized capital
Okay.
plays a vital role in creating this abundance.
Okay.
He sees capitalists, the brains of civilization,
Mm-hmm.
as essential for driving progress and innovation.
It's interesting how he reframes our perspective
It is.
on wealth creation.
Yeah.
It's not about demonizing capitalism,
Yeah, right.
but understanding its potential for positive change
Right.
when it operates ethically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about working within the system strategically.
Okay.
Using those principles of burning desire, definiteness of purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and organized planning
Yeah.
to achieve your financial goals.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about the fear of criticism?
Ooh.
I think this one can be especially crippling
Yes.
because it taps into our deep-seated need for approval.
This fear can be incredibly insidious.
Yeah.
It's that voice in your head
Yeah.
constantly asking,
Right.
what will people think?
Oh, man.
And it can prevent you from taking risks,
All right.
expressing yourself authentically, or chasing your dreams.
And Hill believes that this fear often stems from
He
our
does.
childhood experiences,
Yeah.
those messages we internalize about
Yeah.
fitting in and conforming to societal expectations.
It's like we're conditioned to fear judgment,
Yeah.
to shy away from anything that might make us stand out from the crowd.
Right.
But Hill challenges us to break free
Okay.
from this fear, to recognize that criticism, especially when you're doing something truly innovative,
Yeah.
can actually be a sign that you're on the right track,
Oh, interesting.
you know?
Think about all the great innovators throughout history.
Oh, yeah.
People like Galileo
Hmm.
or Oprah Winfrey.
Right.
They faced immense criticism
They did.
and even ridicule
yeah.
before their contributions were recognized.
Exactly. Those individuals didn't let the
Mhm.
fear of criticism stifle their creativity
Right.
or deter them from pursuing their passions.
Yeah.
They understood that true success often requires challenging the status quo,
Right.
and that inevitably invites criticism.
Hilly also points out how industries like fashion and automobiles
Oh, yeah,
exploit this fear,
they do.
constantly changing styles
Uh-huh.
to make people feel insecure
Right.
and create a sense of urgency
Mm.
to buy the latest thing.
Right. He's encouraging us to be mindful
Okay.
of how this fear is manipulated
Yeah.
and to make conscious choices based on our own values.
Right.
Rather than succumbing to external pressures or trends.
It's about taking back your power,
Yes.
asserting your individuality,
Mm-hmm.
and not letting the fear of judgment dictate your decisions.
I love that.
Now, another fear
Okay.
that can be incredibly debilitating,
Yeah.
especially as we get older, is the fear of ill health.
This fear is understandable,
Yeah.
given the realities of disease and aging.
Right.
But Hill argues that when this fear becomes excessive,
Right.
it can actually be detrimental
Real
to our well-being,
How so?
creating stress and anxiety
Yeah.
that weaken the immune system
Oh, wow.
and make us more susceptible to illness.
It's like we're attracting the very thing we fear.
It is.
But how do we break free from this cycle of worry?
Hill suggests focusing on maintaining a healthy lifestyle,
Okay.
balanced diet, exercise, enough sleep, while also cultivating a positive mental attitude.
Okay.
It's about taking proactive steps to care for your physical health.
Yeah.
While also managing your thoughts and emotions.
Right.
To avoid spiraling into anxiety.
So it's not about ignoring the fear,
No.
but about addressing it with a balanced approach.
No.
Taking practical steps to mitigate risks
Right.
while also fostering a sense of inner peace.
And this ties in closely with the fear of old age.
Okay.
Which often goes hand in hand with the fear of ill health.
Yeah.
In a society that often equates youth with beauty and vitality,
Right.
aging can be seen as a decline,
Right.
a loss of relevance.
But Hillel challenges this narrow view of aging.
He does.
He believes our later years can be a time of
Yes.
immense growth, wisdom, and fulfillment.
Absolutely.
He reminds us of those who achieved great success
Right.
later in life, proving that age is not a barrier to pursuing your passion and making a difference.
He encourages us to embrace the aging process,
Okay.
seeing it as a natural and inevitable part of life,
Yeah.
rather than something to be feared or resisted.
Right.
Each stage of life has its unique challenges and rewards.
It's about shifting our perspective.
Yes.
And recognizing that aging doesn't have to be a decline. It can be a time of
Right.
continued growth and contribution.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of fears that can be
Yeah.
deeply ingrained,
Okay.
we can't avoid talking about the fear of death.
The fear of death, this is the ultimate unknown.
Right.
The great mystery that has captivated humanity for centuries.
Yeah.
And Hill acknowledges the power of this fear, the grip it can have on our minds.
For sure.
But he also suggests that much of this fear stems from
Okay.
the way death has been portrayed, often as a punishment,
Right.
a descent into darkness.
He's referring to those vivid depictions
Yeah.
of hell and damnation
Right.
that can instill a deep sense of dread.
But Hill offers a different perspective,
Okay.
one grounded in science and reason.
Gotcha.
He reminds us that life is essentially energy.
Okay.
And according to the laws of physics,
Yeah.
energy cannot be destroyed.
Right. Only transformed.
Interesting.
He suggests that death might simply be a transition,
Okay.
a change in the form of energy, not an annihilation of our essence.
It's a thought-provoking concept.
It is.
One that offers a more peaceful
Yeah.
and accepting view of death.
He also points out that obsessing over death
Yeah.
is ultimately futile.
Right.
It's a universal experience,
Yeah.
something we all face eventually.
Yeah.
He encourages us to focus on living fully
Okay.
in the present moment,
Yeah.
making the most of our time, rather than dwelling on the inevitable end.
So it's about embracing life, savoring each experience, and making a positive impact
Right.
while we have the opportunity.
And this brings us to two fears
Okay.
that are more specific to our personal and professional lives.
Okay.
The fear of choosing the wrong partner and the fear of losing a loved one.
These are fears that can have a profound impact
Absolutely.
on our emotional well-being.
And overall happiness.
Hill emphasizes the importance of choosing a partner
Okay.
who shares your value, goals, and temperament.
Yeah.
A supportive and harmonious relationship
Yeah.
can be a powerful asset
Yeah.
on the journey to success.
He's basically saying that a healthy and loving relationship
Yes,
can be a source of strength and inspiration.
precisely. And when it comes to the fear of losing a loved one,
Okay.
he acknowledges the pain and grief that inevitably come with loss.
Yeah.
But he encourages us to focus on
Okay.
the positive memories and lessons learned from the relationship,
Right.
believing that the love we shared
Yeah.
can continue to inspire and guide us.
It's a beautiful and comforting thought.
It is.
The idea that love transcends physical boundaries and continues to influence us even after death.
Yes.
Now, the final fear
Okay.
Hill tackles,
Yeah.
and perhaps one of the most paralyzing,
What is it?
is the fear of failure.
This fear can prevent us from taking risks, pursuing our dreams, and putting ourselves out there in the world.
Yeah.
But Hill argues that understanding the nature of failure
Okay.
is key to overcoming this fear.
He reminds us that failure is an inevitable part
It is.
of the journey toward success.
Absolutely.
So many successful people throughout history
Oh, yeah.
faced setbacks, disappointments, and even outright failures
Yeah.
before achieving their breakthroughs.
He uses the example of Darby,
Okay.
a man who lost a fortune
Wow.
in the gold mining business
Yeah.
because he gave up
Oh, no.
just 3 feet from striking gold.
Oh, my gosh.
This experience taught Darby a powerful lesson
Yeah.
about perseverance, a lesson he later applied to become a top life insurance salesman.
So it's not about avoiding failure,
No.
but learning from it
Yes.
Using it as a stepping stone to greater success.
Exactly. It's about developing resilience.
Okay.
That mental toughness that allows you to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward.
Right.
And this brings us to the final segment of our deep dive,
Okay.
where we'll explore how to cultivate that resilience,
Yeah.
that unwavering belief in yourself,
Yeah.
and that ability to turn setbacks into fuel for growth.
All right.
Let's do it.
So we've talked about those principles for success and how to get past those fears.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about how to develop that really unshakable mindset,
Yeah.
that inner strength
Yeah.
that allows us to not only conquer fear, but use it to actually propel us forward.
Hill really emphasizes the importance of understanding the nature of fear.
Okay.
You know, he points out that fear is often an emotional response to a perceived threat.
Right.
But those threats are frequently based on thoughts and beliefs that aren't rooted in reality.
So it's like our minds are playing tricks on us.
Yes.
Conjuring up these worst-case scenarios.
Right.
And making us believe they're real dangers.
Exactly. And that's why Hill suggests that the first step in overcoming fear is recognizing that it's often based on illusion, on these imagined threats, rather than actual tangible dangers.
So it's about separating fact from fiction.
Yes.
Really challenging those negative thoughts and beliefs
Right.
that are feeding the fear.
And Hill offers a very practical technique for doing this.
Okay, what is it?
Self-analysis.
Okay.
He encourages us to regularly take a step back and examine our thoughts and emotions, identify those fears that are holding us back, and then scrutinize them, question their validity.
It's like taking inventory of our mental landscape.
Yes.
Rooting out those weeds that are choking the flowers.
Exactly. But once we've identified those fears, how do we actually neutralize their power?
That's a great question.
Hill suggests making a conscious decision to replace those negative thoughts and beliefs with positive ones. He's a big proponent of autosuggestion, which is basically the practice of repeatedly affirming positive statements to yourself, almost like reprogramming your subconscious mind for success.
Like rewriting the script of our lives.
Exactly.
Replacing that fear-based narrative with one that's rooted in courage.
Yes.
Confidence and self-belief.
That's the essence of it.
And Hill firmly believes that this process of self-mastery, taking control of your thoughts and emotions, is absolutely essential.
It is.
For achieving success in any area of life.
He says our thoughts are the architects of our reality.
Wow.
They're the blueprints from which our experiences are built.
So if we want to change our reality, we have to change our thinking.
Absolutely. And Hill provides a very clear roadmap for doing just that. With his 6 steps to riches. It all starts, of course, with a burning desire. That clear and specific vision of what we want to achieve.
It's like setting that GPS destination. That clear target that guides your actions and keeps you laser focused on your goals.
And then the second step is figuring out what we're willing to give in return for achieving that desire.
So this is where things get real.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
Success requires effort, sacrifice, dedication.
There's no such thing as a free lunch.
No?
Achieving something worthwhile requires an investment of time, energy, and resources.
So you have to be willing to put in the work.
Yes.
To make sacrifices. To stay committed.
You do.
Even when things get tough.
Absolutely. And that brings us to step 3. Establishing a definite timeline. A date by which we intend to achieve our desire.
This is about creating that sense of urgency.
Yes.
Setting a deadline that motivates you to take action. And avoid procrastination.
Think of it like a product launch date. It drives the entire development process. Keeps everyone focused and moving forward.
And then step 4 is about creating a detailed plan for actually achieving that desire and taking immediate action, even if you don't feel completely ready.
It's about overcoming inertia. Pushing past that tendency to stay stuck in your comfort zone. And taking that first step, no matter how small.
And once you have that plan, Hill says to write it down. Clearly and concisely.
Write it down.
Step 5 is about solidifying your commitment. Putting your intentions in writing so you have a tangible reminder of your goals and how you're going to achieve them.
It's like creating a contract with yourself.
I like that.
A written agreement that holds you accountable to your aspirations.
And finally, step 6.
Yes.
the one that ties it all together.
It does.
Is reading that written statement aloud twice a day.
Twice a day.
Once in the morning and once before bed. Hill emphasizes the importance of not just reading the words, but visualizing yourself already in possession of your desire. Feeling the emotions of success and gratitude as if it's already a reality.
This is about harnessing the power of visualization. Impressing that image of success upon your subconscious mind. And truly believing that it's possible.
So it's not just about positive thinking.
No.
It's about taking action. Setting goals. Making plans. And then consistently reinforcing those goals.
Absolutely.
Through visualization and positive self-talk.
Exactly. And Hill reminds us that this journey towards success is rarely a straight line.
It's not.
There will be bumps along the way. Setbacks and challenges that test our resolve.
Yeah, but it's during those tough times.
It is.
That we need to draw upon that resilience, that mental toughness, that unwavering belief in ourselves.
It's about embracing the journey with all its twists and turns. Knowing that the greatest rewards often lie just beyond the point where we feel like giving up.
That's so powerful.
And that's the heart of Hill's message. You have the power within you to create the life you desire.
I love that.
Take control of your mind. Harness the power of your thoughts. And use them to build the reality you dream of.
It's an incredibly empowering philosophy.
It is.
One that reminds us that we're not just passengers on this ride called life.
Yeah, we're the drivers.
We're the drivers,
And as we wrap up this deep dive into Think and Grow Rich, I encourage you to reflect on which of these principles resonated with you the most.
What burning desire will you start working towards today?
What fear will you face head on and turn into fuel for growth?
That's a great question for everyone listening.
Remember, the path to success begins with a single step. A decision to take control of your mind. And direct it to what truly matters to you.
Embrace the philosophy of Think and Grow Rich. And embark on your own journey to achieving your dreams.
I love that.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.